There is a sentence in Immigrant Blues that feels heavy the moment you hear it. People have been trying to kill me since I was born. It does not sound like a poetry at first. It sounds like a memory, or maybe a warning passed down from one generation to another. This line opens a door into the world of Lee Young Lee.
My name is Alputri Dewi, and let's discuss first about the poets behind this poem. Lee Young Lee is a Asian American poet whose life has been deeply shaped by immigration and displacement. He was born in Indonesia to Chinese parents, but due to the political violence and instability, his family was forced to move repeatedly. Later, they immigrated to the United States. Growing up with constant movement and uncertainty made Lee deeply aware of what it means to lose a sense of home. Because of this background, Lee often writes about identity, language, family, and the feeling of never fully belonging to one place. His poems are not just personal stories, but reflections of a wider immigrant experience. Immigrant Blue is one of the poems where these themes appear most clearly. In this poem, identity is not shown as something simple or stable. Instead, identity is portrayed as something heavy, something shaped by fear, memory, and history. One major multicultural issue in the poem is immigrant identity. The poem shows how immigrants often struggle to understand who they are while living in a society influenced by racism, historical violence, and social pressure. This struggle is not experienced by only one person. It is shared, remembered, and passed down across generations. In this poem, the speaker learns these struggles from his father. Later, without even realizing, he passes the same fear and awareness to his own son. This shows that immigrant identity does not begin or end with one individual. It is formed through family history and collective memory. One of the most powerful lines in the poem is,
"People have been trying to kill me since I was born."
This line is shocking, but it reveals an important truth. The speaker's identity is shaped not by personal choice, but by lived experience, by racism, fear, and constant danger. It suggests that from birth, the immigrant body is already seen as vulnerable or threatening. For immigrants, identity is often tied to past trauma and ongoing exclusion. These experiences influence how they see themselves and how they believe society sees them. Identity in this sense is something formed through survival. This idea can be understood through Stuart Hall's theory of cultural identity. Hall argues that identity is not fixed or permanent. Instead, it is constantly being shaped by history, culture, and social conditions. Identity is not something we simply have. It is something that is always in the process of becoming. According to Hall, identity is created through the shared memories, narratives, and power relations rather than a stable essence. This theory strongly connects to Immigrant's Blue. In the poem, the speaker reflects how the same immigrant story repeats across generations. He says,
"It's an old story from the previous century about my father and me."
Later he says,
"The same old story from yesterday morning about me and my son."
This line shows that the speaker's identity is not created independently. Instead, it is shaped by the experiences of his father and passed down to his son. Fear, displacement, and vulnerability continue from one generation to the next. This repetition reflects Stuart Hall's idea that identity is produced through historical continuity and collective experience. The past does not stay in the past. It lives on. Hall also explained that identity is often shaped through difference and exclusion, especially for marginalized groups. In Immigrant Blues, the speaker exists as an outsider. His confusion about being inside or outside symbolized the immigrant's unstable position between culture. He does not fully belong to dominant society, yet he is also disconnected from his original homeland. This in-between space creates an unstable and fragmented sense of identity. Besides immigrant identity, Immigrant Blues also reflects several other multicultural issues. The poem shows diaspora, seen in the family's repeated displacement and loss of stable homeland. It also touches on assimilation, suggesting that living in a new country does not always result in acceptance or belonging. Another issue is racial marginalization, shown through the speaker's constant fear and sense of being targeted as an outsider. The poem also reflects intergenerational trauma, as fear and struggle are passed from father to son. Lastly, the speaker's confusion about being inside or outside represents cultural in-betweenness, the immigrant position between two cultures. In conclusion, Immigrant Blues represents immigrant identity as a continuous and inherited struggle, shaped by history, fear, and exclusion. The relationship between father and son, Liam Lee, showed that identity did not form in isolation, but carried across generations through shared memory and lived experience. Rather than offering closure or comfort, the poem emphasizes awareness, recognizing that the past continues to shape the present. It suggests that understanding identity begins with acknowledging these inherited histories, even when they are painful.